Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our save file build. So in the last episode, we built the BFF house and then we also created the BFFs. Well, we just basically modernized how they look. And I think they are looking pretty good. And I liked that I kept their house pretty much the same, but made it more specific to them. Today we're going to be building on this lot, Bargain Bend. And we are going to basically be making it apartment houses that are like side by side. I don't really know how to explain it, but let's jump right in and get building, and you guys will kind of start to see the vision. And I think I'm going to try and make it similar to this one, though I'm not the best at building, so we'll see how this goes. So basically what we are going to do is we'll make some room because these are going to be smaller, taller houses. So we'll put down some platforms. We'll make a pretty big platform actually, so we can have a few houses. I think probably we'll make it shorter so we can give them like little backyards that they can share, right? And then we'll raise this up just a few. We'll make it just too high. I think that that's pretty good. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do here is have like this, right? Actually, let's go back one. We'll make it a little bit smaller like this, so that way they kind of have a little platform. We might make it a little bit more wide because then we can put like 3 of them. And then if we copy it and put another one there and copy it and put another one there, that's like almost perfect. Although I would probably just move that one, and maybe we can put the whole lot, right? If we move the whole lot over to the side some more, maybe we can put like a more playground-y basketball area back here. But I think it'd be cool actually if we had it like this, but maybe we'll actually, oops, let me do the whole lot. Maybe we'll actually want to move it back one more. Okay, I think that that's actually pretty good, and we can have like a whole backyard system over here, which will be nice. Okay, let's make these houses a little bit tall. Don't want to get confused yet. And then we're going to copy these and put them up here. So they will be bigger, like little houses. You know, you have a whole upstairs and a downstairs. Maybe we can, we're just going to make these pretty boxy though, because I feel like that's the whole point of the house, right? But we will add the roofing here, and we can always change things as we go. We're just kind of messing around a little bit, seeing what we like. I'm gonna put a separate roof on each of these houses. There we go. That's basically what I imagine it to look like. You know, like they're little townhouses. They aren't really that much. Maybe we could do a little balcony on the front though. That could look cute. And then that way it's not so like just super boxy. And maybe only one of them doesn't have a balcony, so we can give it some shape, or maybe we can give it a balcony in the back, you know, so their balcony's in the back there. No, I don't know if I like that. Maybe we'll just make it to where the one doesn't have a balcony. I think that's pretty good though. And we'll also make these a little bit bigger, although we might just give them each their individual one. Probably that's what's smart. So if we actually remove that, good thinking, good thinking. This is why I like platforms, okay? We'll give them all their own individual. Are these two gonna connect together? Yeah, they kind of do. I guess so it'll just be like this. I'm silly. Okay, guys, I'm silly. Maybe we can make this area like a community area. No, we'll make it an apartment too. Okay, so let's first we should probably do like the coloring and stuff, right? So if we want it to look similar to the other houses around, because they're all very like neighborhoody houses, they usually all look the same, right? We'll want to do a siding, obviously. And I don't know exactly what siding these houses are using. The only ones that I could see that could be kind of similar is this one, but it does have the little side piece. Maybe we'll make these ones white though. I think that that's actually pretty cute. And then it has some blue, which kind of blends in. It looks very basic on the back, but that's okay. Okay, I think that that's good. And then for the roof, what type of roofing? All these houses have like, is it like this roofing right here? I think that that's the same roofing. I don't know if I even really like that roofing. Why didn't I change that? I guess it's like not bad though. It's pretty basic. It'll work. It'll work. Okay. And then I wonder if if we should do any of this around. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see. Okay. Okay, let's go to the front porch now that we kind of have a coloring design. So we use like a very basic pickety fence type home situation. I think will be really cute. I do actually really like this fencing. So now we can just separate it. No, that's a little bit too, it'll want to be right here, and delete that because what the heck, bro? What fence did I use? I already forgot. And then we can go around like that. So that way it just kind of covers their side, and we can put some little stairs right here, which would be perfect. There we go. We might want to change the color of those, but for now I just do the little layout. Okay. And then we'll do the same for this, and we'll kind of just make them all look the same because that's the point. You know what I mean? They're all fairly basic. We'll do these stairs a little bit different though. And then we'll do these stairs as well. We can do these same as the first one. Okay, there we go. So we have like this whole, you know, I know. I feel like a lot of, these are called townhouses, right? A lot of townhouses like this are very basic, though actually I probably could change the middle color because I feel like I have seen some townhouses like that where the middle is a different color. We could make it darker. It's like the opposite. There we go. And we'll probably add some columns and stuff just to break it up and make it fill in better. But I think that looks good. This lighting is not as good though. Ooh, this lighting's better in my opinion. In a way it is. Okay. Now I think maybe we should change some of the... So we have this on most of the houses that are around. Oh yeah, and I forget I'm using a platform. So we'll probably want to stick with that though. I might make it the lighter one just because I think that it looks better. There we go. And I think that that fits pretty good. That's what we have over here at the neighbor's house. So, and then let's make sure that these are the stairs that we want, which I do like them. And they match that. So actually that's kind of perfect. And maybe we'll do some little like side railing here. Is that the same one? No, it's not. How do I find the same one here? How do I? There we go. That's the same now. Yeah, it should be. Okay. So do some little side railing on these. That looks super cute. Okay. Now that we have that, maybe we should do some flooring. And I'm thinking maybe some, because I like doing the wood patios. Though, you know, it rains outside, but that's okay. This wood is really good wood. What wood would match pretty good to make it like outside wood? I like that. That color doesn't, I'm having a hard time finding a color that matches though. That wood actually matches more, and it looks more like an outside wood as well. So I think we'll stick with that one. It looks pretty cute. Okay. Now that we have that picked out, maybe we should do just a little bit of shrubbery out front here. Yeah. So we can add, well, that bush is a little crazy. Maybe we'll add this type of bushery. Oh, let's do, I always forget, we gotta turn on move objects. Okay, so now that we have move objects on, we can add a couple in a row like that. That way it just looks full. I like the bushery here. There we go. I think that looks really pretty and basic like that. You know, they don't necessarily have a lot of plants. What type of trees do they have around here? They have, no, more like these trees, I would say. So we could probably add a little tree right there. Would we want to add some shrubbery around it? No. Okay, sorry guys. Let's get back on track. Okay, so now we should probably add a little bit of grass underneath here. I mean, not grass, but like, whoa, oops. Just to make it look a little bit more realistic. Add some dirt, just a little bit of dirt. And then I think we should do some concrete that goes to the road. If I have a matching one. Drives me crazy. I guess this one maybe would match. I don't like that it has the line. Okay. Concrete, please help me now. I guess this could match. Does this look weird though? I feel like it looks a little weird, but at the same time it doesn't. I think that it's okay. So we will stick with that. And then we're gonna need like little mailboxes and stuff. Maybe we should do the doors first. Okay, what type of doors do we want? We can have them be like somewhat bigger doors or no? This door is very townhousey and cute. Okay, I actually like these doors because they match the best and they match kind of the older vibe of these houses. So we'll put them by the stairs so that way it's like easy access. Maybe we could do this one darker or maybe just white because this house is blue, and then that way it kind of separates them a little bit. I think that looks quite good. Okay, that took me a while to figure out which windows I wanted. Which doors I wanted. Now we gotta figure out the windows. Okay, well, we probably will just use this very basic... Oops, well, what am I doing, guys? We'll probably use this very basic front window. We'll just do white, though. And just right in the front, just like that, on all of them. And we're not gonna do the rest of the windows yet because I still need to separate the rooms. I'm just starting with these so we have a good layout of the front house of how to design things. So we need to think what type of characters do we want in each house, because I'm going to make Sims that can live in at least 2 of these, and then we can have one free one for when people play on this map. And we can do younger Sims too. I feel like this is where younger Sims would live. Maybe we can do a family in one, and then in another... Oh, in one of them, maybe we could do a brother and a sister who moved out together. And then in another one, we can do a family. That's a good idea. Okay. So this one can be the brother and the sister. So let's decorate how... Okay, I fixed it, guys. I fixed it. Don't worry. Okay. So if a brother and a sister live here, how would we decorate their front porch? Though we also could just do very basic, but maybe they would have like little chairs like this. Like I'm thinking, you know, I always tell you, I'm thinking like they don't really have that much money. They're newly just moved out. They live in this little house together. Maybe they're going to college. Maybe they just got jobs together. So let's give them a little outside seating chair like that. Maybe we could put some plants out here. We could put some plants that they might have to water, you know, just for funsy. Maybe maybe the girl likes plants, the sister loves plants. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, they all should have these little recycle bins, but maybe we will put them on the front of the street, or maybe they will just go up here against the house. Probably up against the house is fine. And then we could put the mailboxes out at the end of the street like this. So theirs will be like right there. And theirs can be at the very side right there. Okay. So now they all have mailboxes. They're all going to need a little trash can as well. And we'll fix those again in a little bit. But for now, that's what we have. That's what we have. Okay. What else do we want to do with these little apartment buildings? We should very much so put some lights out on the walls. So that's probably a really good idea. We can do these very basic lights. I'll put one above the trash. Let's make it nighttime. We can put one above the trash, and then we'll put one... I don't know where the door is going to be up there yet, but we'll put one over there for now. Maybe we don't need one above the trash like that. That's kind of... These lights are kind of awkward. Okay, I kind of like these ones better because they're not as bulky and weird looking. So yeah, we'll just stick with these ones. I'm going to move that slightly up more. Well, I'm just going to... Oh wait, there's not one on that one, so that's okay. I'm just gonna put one above here for now though. Okay, I think that's pretty good. You don't really need a lot of lighting. Oh, morning lighting looks good. Okay, let's go back to decorating their front porch. I actually think their front porch looks good like that. I like how it's fairly simple. We should put a little rug at their door though. What type of rug would they have? Maybe the sister made the brother use this rug. I don't know. Hearts? No. That's kind of silly. You would not want a white rug outside. That'd be horrible. I like these ones. These ones are cute. Maybe not. Maybe it's too big. I'm indecisive, guys. I just like these basic ones. That's why. These ones look really nice. Let's do this basic one. And then we'll do one. We'll do one on all of them, but I'll change the colors. We can change that one to blue for fun. We can make that one darker, and we'll leave that one that color, and that looks perfect. And this door is glitched. Fix it. Maybe I'll move the windows up one. So that way it just doesn't look weird. Okay, so let's focus on, I was going to say let's focus on decorating the inside of this house, but we should probably do the columns first before I forget. I like these columns. They're pretty thick. Maybe I'll need to change the siding Does this one not have... It's bigger though, that's the thing. What about this one? Oh, here's one without the siding. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go on the back now. The back looks good actually. And then that way we can add our own columns. I don't like how it was naturally doing that column thing like on the sides here. Yeah. Okay, so now we don't have that column issue. But to separate them, we'll need to still add our own columns, which... I just don't know what's happening with this one. Like, these columns are not matching up and it looks silly. I don't understand why it's doing that. Maybe we'll just leave it like that though and we can ignore it. We'll see if it starts bugging me like crazy. I don't know why it's not lining up. It's quite weird. Okay, well obviously we wouldn't put a column there. We can put a column there. We need to put columns in the back here. Okay, so now we've got the columns figured out also. Okay, there we go. Should have gotten rid of those lines a long time ago. But anyways, those columns are a little wacky, but we'll see. We'll try to do what we can for now. Let's go on into the inside though, right? So that way we can figure out how we would like to lay these out. So I think when you first walk in, you've got like, oh wait, we should probably raise this platform. Okay, when you first walk in, I feel like you've got like a whole living room, kitchen, open kind of concept situation, but then you can have a bathroom back here because these houses are actually pretty big. I guess that you could, per se, you could have the kitchen kind of closed off right here, have this be like a mini hallway thing and a living room right here. We still have to do the stairs too though, so... Let's get those stairs in there, though we're going to kind of, yeah. But if we rotate these stairs, maybe I'll just make the stairs go straight up like that. I mean, that can't hurt nothing, right? Okay, so yeah, then you have, let me put some temporary lights in here so that we can see what we're doing. Duh. Yeah, so we'll have the bathroom in there, and this is like a kitchen area and living room hangout area, living room dining room, like whatever area. I think that's actually pretty good, a pretty good idea. And then if we go upstairs, there's a brother and a sister, right? So we'll have to have 2 rooms, probably a bathroom up here. So the stairs lead up here, right? So we could have a bedroom go to one of the balconies here. And then maybe we could put a little bathroom in this corner right here. And maybe we can do like a closed off type of situation right here. So that way both bedrooms leave to the balcony. One of them's a little bit bigger. And then this can be like a little chill area so they can have an office there or something. Whatever they want. I think that actually fits perfectly. And then both the bedrooms will go to the balcony, which will be nice. Okay, so now that we have figured that out, let's figure out this window and door situation type thing. We need to figure out what doors we will want on the balcony. So we can do 2 sliding doors like that, and then we can have 2 of these lights above the doors. And I think that actually looks quite cute. Quite cutesy. And we could do the blue doors to match kind of the house coloring and stuff. It's a little bit hard to see in that lighting. Yeah, I don't know. We've got the blue going on though. It's looking pretty good. Okay, let's move this flooring to up here. There we go. That looks really cute. Okay, let's go back inside now so we can start decorating. So the inside, maybe we'll keep this older wood in here. And then we got to do some type of tiling in the bathroom. No, not that type of tile. The bathroom tile. Yes. So these houses are going to be a little bit older, but like maybe they're redone, kind of like the BFF's household. Because obviously none of these houses are modern. Like if you look at our day to day, none of them are modern realistically. So we'll do the same tiling pretty much throughout this whole house. Maybe we need to rotate it. So, oops, wait, what am I doing? Sorry guys. We need to rotate this flooring so that way it matches throughout the house. Did I do that down here? Yeah, okay. Now let's see what type of wallpaper we want. I usually just stick with simple white. I don't know why. Maybe I'll try to switch it up a little this time. but I tend to stick with white a lot. We could do some type of baseboard home though. I mean, it's a lot of wood, but maybe we can do some type of backdrop in this home because like it's an older home, so maybe we could have wood across like that on the back, and then the rest of the walls can be white. That does seem like a lot of wood, but I think it'll be okay. I think also it being an older home, you can kind of get away with it. Like, yeah, the previous owners, this was the style back then, and it just never got updated type thing. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. And we could do that in the kitchen too, though I know that probably we'll want tile in the kitchen. I'm going to wait to do the kitchen walls though, because I'm not sure where to put it yet. And then I think we could do these well, these doors are really run down. Let's do these doors because they're more basic, but I'll probably just do white doors. And these doors are a little bit older. For the kitchen, we can actually make it an open concept, or we can do a wide opening like this, which I kind of just like the wide opening. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so we've got the bathroom, the living room, we've got everything kind of set up over here. So maybe we should actually start putting in the windows because I always forget about that. And I'm horrible at window placement, just so you guys know. The windows are higher, so oops, and I messed up the wall over here. Okay, maybe we'll put a window. We should probably move them down one. I don't know because it looks normal on the front, but on the side it looks bad. Okay, so if we have a window there, and then we can't really put any windows here because the stairs, and we have a bathroom here, but we obviously don't want this window in the bathroom because you'll see a lot, and we definitely don't want that. We could always do just like one window. Or we could do this type of thing. No, that doesn't really match in well, that's why. We should use this really small window here at the top. But probably we'll move it down. So that's like, you know. Okay, let's go down one because I can't really see where I'm placing these windows. We should do another one over here as well. I need to bring that window down though so it kind of matches across everything. And then we will probably put another little sliding door back here just because. Oh wait, no, that's the kitchen, so maybe we won't want to do that. I just realized that. I guess you would still have, yeah, we would still put a sliding door there because it just makes sense. I guess that is kind of awkward, but it'll be okay at the same time. And then we need like a smaller window, which this window does not match anything. Maybe these windows match more if we just put one right there. I'll put one over here in case if I want it. Okay, I think that's looking okay. You guys can always fix the windows if you want. I'm not very good at the windowry. Okay, so now we'll move up here. That window's going to be too big, but we can go ahead and put a window here in the middle, and then we can put another window over here that will look good. And then we've got the bathroom up here, which we can just do one. Yeah, I don't know if those windows look very good. I'm not good at doing windows. I'm gonna be honest. It just looks... I don't know what to do about the back here. Maybe if we put... Hold on, be patient here. Maybe if we put some type of flowers that could help separate it, make it look a little better. I think that does help a little bit, but maybe we should change them. Is there a brown one for this one? They don't match. That's like the closest that they get, but I think that's good. I think that does kind of help. I don't know. It's okay. You guys can always fix the windows. I guess I'm horrible at doing windows, but I don't think it looks like too bad. It does look bad. Maybe we'll come back to the windows later. I don't know what to do. I'm not good at doing windows. Okay. We can come back to the windows later. Let's move on to the inside of the house. Okay, so let's start doing the living room area. So we can put the living room mostly over here. Right. I'm not sure what to do with the TV situation then. Maybe we can put it like a corner type thing over here. Okay, and we gotta remember these are two siblings that live here together. Quite possibly could be fairly messy because they just moved in. And maybe they like a lot of color. Like, you know, maybe they're not allowed to paint the house, but they like having a lot of color. Now, maybe we'll sell that. Maybe we'll do like some type of side table here. I gotta figure out what I want to do. And they can decorate things a little bit more modern too. Maybe they're fun. Like maybe we'll do this type of table, right? Maybe they love to be kooky and they love to have fun. So if we put this side table right here, and then we could put a little TV on it. Yeah, there we go. And maybe they could still, maybe they still like video games, so we put a little console down here. And then we still obviously have got to do the clutter, so we'll put like a little controller up here. We gotta kind of, I try to match the console, but we'll just do one controller up there. No, maybe we'll actually do 2 controllers. There we go. So we've got the whole console set up there, and then we need to get some type of couch area going on here. What type of couch would they have if they're fun and spontaneous? Also, but we also don't want to make it like silly. Though this couch is pretty cool, but maybe we could put that in one of their rooms. It's a nice couch. This is a nice couch. Ooh, this couch looks comfy though. Maybe they'll just have it slanted like this. Maybe we'll just do a simple white couch, right? Because we got a lot of colors going on here, so maybe we'll make the controllers white too. Maybe we'll make that black. Okay, because we still want a lot of colors, but we want to also make sure that we're not overdoing it with the colors. Which this table is actually really cute. We could add this table just for funsy. Maybe we add it in the corner of this couch right here. Okay, do we have any blue colors? No, we could use this one to kind of match it. I think it's actually really cute. It's cute. Okay, do we got any plants that we could put on it? Let's put this plant on it. And then I guess let's throw some clutter on it. Maybe we can put one of these little drinks on it, like it's one of their cups. Okay, let's add a rug. I know I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to think in a messy mind. Not necessarily that it's messy, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. You could do that rug's too big. There's too many shapes going on. That's a problem. If we minimize this rug would be really cute. Yeah, I feel like we could use this rug, not the orange though. Probably we could do this little white. I think that looks good. This looks like, you know, some youngsters live here and they're trying to style their place to look good. Maybe they like crazy styles. So we should put up, I'm trying to be unique. Also, we should put this in the kitchen just so we can remember it for later. I'm trying to be unique and try different stuff. So if something doesn't look good, you guys can feel free to comment, you know, to give me ideas of what I could do better next time and so on. Maybe we'll do like these. No, I'm bad at doing pictures on the wall. Maybe we'll come back to that later. Okay, let's do the front door here. So we gotta put the keys and stuff up, obviously. Always gotta have the keys, which I do like using this key set. I know I use it a lot, but it looks nice. You can do the darker wood to match the floor. And the bags, you gotta have purses. For the sister. Maybe she likes purses. Maybe she doesn't though. I think we'll probably make these Sims really fun and kooky. Also, here's a hose that we should put out back for now. We'll fix that later. I just like to place things and then, you know, we'll fix them later. Okay, I don't really see anything else that we can put in here, so... Well, for right now. We definitely will want some cluttery stuff, but I don't know, maybe they keep their house clean? Anyways, we can do some type of dining area over here is what I was thinking. Maybe we'll stick with the circles because we have a circle table already. So we gotta stick with the circle theme. I don't know if I really like that one though. There's this one too. This one's a little different. I do like this one. It has a little bit of marble on it. That's kind of fun. So maybe we'll do this circle table over here. And I don't know how many chairs that we will want. Maybe they have some cheaper chairs though. No. Okay, hold on. Whoa, I'm going crazy here. Okay, if we use these chairs, they're actually quite nice. And things are a little bit disorganized in a sense, but I think that that's like good. That's like kind of what I'm going for. Like, not a lot of stuff really matches. Or we could make these darker to match better. Where did I just see? They just don't really have... This one has the black. The wood tones just don't really match. the other wood tones we have going on. That's the only thing that would bug me. These wood tones match better, and they have blue, which is fun. So let's do those chairs. And maybe we only need 2 chairs, actually, I'm thinking. Just kind of in the corner here. Maybe we'll need the white chairs to match. Yeah, that matches a lot better. Not trying to do too much white, but it's kind of hard to get colors to match together. Maybe I'm just not good at that. Anyways, we will see something on this table. And that something should be some fruit. A fruit bowl. Perfect. Okay, now we should add some posters because this wall is going to be very bland. We could add, those are like kind of huge. We should add some, like a photo wall over here. You always got to have a photo wall. There we go. And then obviously we don't have photos of the Sims yet, but maybe we can do some posters over here. No, not in the living room, maybe not. But we could do some neon signs for fun. I'm not really sure what this says, but maybe it says something cool. Maybe they got it for fun to go above their kitchen. Yeah, I actually like that. Maybe it says food or something. Maybe we can have this little thingy by the wall over here, a little calendar, so they can see it when they go out the door. Maybe the sister put it there. Put the orange one. That's funny. Maybe the sister was like, no, that's going right there. So then maybe the brother put this up next to it. Like it's a little wall that they have where they put stuff together. It's looking cute. Cutesy. Okay. No more of that. Wait. Go back to there. And then maybe we should put some little flags up. These are high school ones, but the brother plays sports. And so, yeah, they have like a mixture of them up in this house together. Maybe they put the sports flag over here. I don't know. Okay, I like that though. It's a little goofy, but it's nice. It's nice. Maybe we should put some plants around. We can put this plant over here. And then maybe they need some more plants. You can never have too many plants. Well, I guess you could, but technically. Maybe we'll put that plant in the corner right there. You can keep it that color. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. And then let's go into the kitchen where the door has kind of disappeared. No. We'll put the kitchen wall over here, which also this lighting is horrible. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Let's move this. I like this kitchen walling that we have going on here. We could do a blue one. It's a blue. Maybe we should start building the kitchen first. So this can be a smaller kitchen, and maybe they had the kitchen redone because it needed to be remodeled to make sure that it worked properly. That it was up to date, up to code. Okay, so we can do the kitchen like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's have the... Whoa, wait, what's going on? I literally took... Okay. It's going crazy. Okay, like that. That looks cute. That's a little glitched in there. What the heck is happening? And then maybe we'll move this like slightly over. So it's not like perfectly. I'm clicking a bunch of random buttons. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, we'll move that plant there. They can't really get in the living room that way, but that's okay. That means we will have to move this sign over a little bit. Okay, I think that looks good. Anyways, back to the kitchen. So now we should do some type of cabinetry. Avi. Always gotta have the cabinets. Okay, there we go. Now we have the full cabinet spiel. I don't know why these ones aren't connecting. I'll probably just slap them a little bit because you can't really see it. I mean, a tiny bit you can, but you won't even notice it. It looks good like that. Okay, so now we'll move this backsplash. Why doesn't it do multiple at a time? That's kind of annoying. Wait, what is happening? Move that up. We'll do the backsplash all along this whole part. That overlaps a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, and then we will do white wallpaper in the rest of the kitchen. Maybe we will do some more wood in here along the back right there. That looks pretty good. Okay, so here is the kitchen. We gotta add our fridge. We'll add the fridge over on this side. Maybe they have a good little... Is this the one that... Where's the fridge that can have all the stickers on it, right? I feel like they would have a fridge with a bunch of stickers. Maybe they have this blue fridge for fun. Now, what type of stickers would they have, though? Ooh, they would have more like that one. Like, because they might be in college type thing. Okay. Let's do... I'm gonna move some of these over here. So it's like one of those bigger open concept-y kitchens. That's how it was built. Because then they have a lot of their utensils over here, whatever it's called. Gotta have one of these more modern coffee machines. Yes, cute. Cute, cute, cutesy. And then maybe we can give them a popcorn machine for fun. Yeah, so they just have all their stuff over there. I wonder if we can fit any of this over here. Yeah, let's just put that like right next to the coffee machine. Perfect. No. We need some coffee cups, wherever those are. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the stove right here, which we'll do this stove because it's pretty basic. And then we obviously need one of these. How come that doesn't... Usually it hides in there. Did I not do it right? What about this one? Okay, that one hides in there. We'll do that one. And then we could put like the fire alarm. I always kind of hide it up here tucked away because it will still work, so. And then we could put the little sink over here. We'll do it right there. It's kind of messy. We'll add some more napkins over here maybe. We'll add some dishes over here. It's kind of a weird kitchen, which I think that's kind of the point of it though, because it's an older kitchen. So of course it's going to be a little clunky. Maybe they have a little desserts display. Maybe they love desserts. Okay. And then I'll probably leave the kitchen at that because it's pretty full and cute. And I feel like this kitchen is more of an open concept though. Like maybe they moved the dining table out here on purpose because they didn't want it in there or something. But we can go ahead and we can put a little rug in here. A cute. Maybe they just like to have this little cookie rug in here for fun. I think that looks cute. Maybe we can add a plant in here too while we're at it real quick. You can put one... I wish that there were more plants. Maybe we could put... No, not a cactus. Maybe we'll put this plant over here. It's fun. It's like a little tree. And then we'll probably move that over some. No, I actually don't like that. I'm so picky when it comes to the plants. It's got to be something that matches the rest of the house. But there's not a lot of options. We can do this one. It kind of matches. Yeah, let's do this one. It's cute. We should make it the pink one. Okay, looks good. Okay, so there's this downstairs area. It's really messy. It's very... We're in college. We don't really care. Okay, now let's do the bathroom. What type of tile do we want for the wall? We could do this tile. Like, yeah, it's cute. They added new tile. That's the tile. Okay, we should do a shower bath combo down here. Or maybe we will just... No, let's do a shower bath combo in here. And then what I would do is put the toilet right here in the corner. And then we can put a sink over here. And I think this sink's cute. It matches the house style. But I'll probably do the darker, or the wood one. Darker wood. Okay, I think that's really cute. And then let's add a little mirror in here. We'll just add this brown bronzy mirror. I feel like it will match it. This bathroom is just a little bit more simple in my opinion. Maybe they have some toilet paper, some extra toilet paper down here hidden. And we'll put some toilet paper on the side of the wall there. And maybe they have this down on the ground for her makeup stuff. Toothpaste down here because you gotta remember they're young. Like they don't always keep things clean. Maybe one day they were running late and so they were brushing their teeth down there. And then I like to put that in the shower there. Maybe we can put a hamper down here. And then maybe we can do some type of washer and dryer machine somewhere. I don't really know where we would do it though. For now, I think that actually looks pretty good though. It's a fairly simple, plain bathroom. Maybe we should put some plants in here. Okay, maybe we'll come back to that bathroom. Okay, let's jump upstairs. This house is a little bit more empty, but that's okay. We're gonna grab some of this wood and take it upstairs because duh. We'll put it on that wall and then maybe the bedrooms have it by the door. And then we will come grab this wallpaper for the bathroom, obviously. And then just the white. Yeah, they can have just white rooms. That's pretty simple. Okay. And then maybe we should come and take these doors. Just the white doors up here. And I just realized that I will have to fix that some. Okay, because this room will have to be a little bit smaller, but that's okay. One of them got the master bedroom. That way we can do the doors like that. Okay, and then we need to do a little bit of stairs right there, which will do the same ones that we have outside, if I can find them. Yeah, right here. We'll do that right there. Perfect. And then that way nobody can fall. And we should probably do the same for the railing though. I hate how it clips right there, but I do not know how to fix that, so it is what it is. Okay, so now when we get to the upstairs, let's get some temporary lights up in here. This room is pretty small, but that's okay. Maybe the... Alright. So, we'll do her room first. We gotta think of her style. What color would she like? So maybe we should do this bed because it's more fun and kooky. I don't really know what I mean by saying kooky, but maybe they're just like very outgoing and they love fun styles. We could do pink and blue for her room. We'll just go with it and see if we like it. If we don't like it, we can always change it. Maybe we can still do this type of table though. Okay, I need to... Let's see. Okay, so if we go on in her room, so she has a little... Maybe we will do different beds so that way it's a little bit more normal. Still fun, but like, it's a little too crazy. I feel like we should give this bed to the brother. He might not be able to even have a bed that big. Maybe we should move the sister's room a little bit like that, just so it's like a little bigger for the brother to have a bed. There we go. Maybe we'll do... Okay, well now the room is squished. Hold on. This bathroom doesn't need to be so big, first of all. Right? We can have a smaller bathroom up here since there is a bath downstairs. Whoa. And maybe this room can't actually go to the bathroom? Because we're gonna have to figure out what fits. But maybe then we could put the bed over here and in the corner. And maybe this can pull out with that, so that looks more normal. Okay, I think that actually looks quite good. And we could put the bed, have the bed be up against the wall like that, and put the table right there. Okay. So the room's a little bit weird, but that's okay. And we can have her like pink. Maybe she loves pink. Pink's a good color, so we can do this more grayish color. Do they need alarm clock? She doesn't really need an alarm clock. And we could put, maybe we could put like a whole mirror setup system over here for fun. Maybe she will do her makeup over there. I don't know. Okay, let's see what type of clutter we want to put in her room. A water bottle. Maybe we can give her a purple water bottle. Oh, maybe we can actually give her a... Wait, was it in here? We can give her a little candle. One of these ones. These ones... Yeah, we'll give her this little leaf candle type thing. Don't leave it on all the time. Your house will burn down. Okay, anyways, where are we at? Let's go back over here. Maybe we can have some type of... What is that? There's snacks in that? Oh my gosh, maybe she can have a little snack drawer underneath here. Like she keeps her snacks under here. Dude, that's so cool. I would do that. What's this? A hair tray. Is there any makeup type stuff that we could put on the ground? Ooh, this hamper is really cute. We'll put this hamper right here. I still don't know where we're gonna really put the washer and dryer, but that's okay. She can be a little bit more clean, like still cluttery, but more clean. We could put that cute little picture frame. I really like the plants though. She's got a lot of colors going on, but I think that that's okay. What's that? That's cleaning stuff. I wish we had a tray, which maybe I just don't know if it exists. But it would be cool if we had like a whole little tray or setup thing of makeup that we could put on the ground. Oh, we do right here. As I'm literally saying that. Cool. Maybe we'll do this blue one. There we go, because she can do it. Maybe she does her makeup on the floor down here. You know, like this is her little seating area where she gets ready for the day. Oh, maybe we can put some nail polish over here too. She does her nail polish over here. It's just like the little hangout area. And I guess we should probably do a little rug then too, so it's comfortable, huh? Oh, look at these little sheep though. They're so cute. Actually, let's do it. No, we can't. It's not her style. We go too far. Well, she does like pink. We could do this rug if we size it down. Like, that's cute. It's a little rug where she can sit it. Okay, so we got this whole corner over here. I wonder if we should... I'm all over the place, guys. I know. I'm like, cuckoo. Anyways, that didn't even make sense to you guys, but maybe we should put it here. I know it's like the same one as downstairs, but you only know that if you're downstairs. Be for real. Anyways, maybe we should put a little computer desk area, or maybe they could just share a computer desk area out there. I don't really know what I want to do. I do really like this, but does this match the bed? I don't always want to be like copying the same builds, but I do like this too. Though I know that let's maybe not. We're gonna use something different than what we used in the last house. How about that one? No. I said no. I like this one. It's fun. It's fun. Now we gotta find some more clutter because they're cluttery people. Just a little bit. I say we put some Kleenexes over here. We could put some... No, that's like baby stuff. We need hair stuff. Maybe if we go to the bathroom, it'll be a lot easier to find some hair stuff. Oh, she has one of these upstairs, and maybe she has one in her room too. She has a different one in her room. That's too much white. Oh, we got the blue one. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What photos would I want in her room though? Why does that look like I'm stalking people? Like it's like a crime thing. What? I've never seen that in my life. What the heck? Maybe we can do these. Like here's a boy band that she's obsessed with. That kind of looks a little bit high schoolery, but maybe she just wanted to keep them from her high school. Or maybe she had them when she was a high schooler and she's like, yeah, I want to keep these because I love this band. They're so cool. They're my favorite type thing. Okay, that pink doesn't really match, but there we go. Now, I don't really know what to put over here. Maybe we can put some type of stereo thing. Actually, this would be really cute over here. I think we should do white to match with all the woods and stuff. And then maybe we can do another chair in this corner over here. So like, you know, girlfriend hangout area. Hee, hang out with all my friends. Sorry. I like that plaid chair too. I think her room looks good. I call it good. I say that that's her room. Although I probably will get rid of those posters because they're annoying me. Anyways, there's her room. Okay. Maybe we should actually put some stuff on the walls. I always have a hard time with doing wall stuff. I don't know why. That's one thing I need to learn on. So let's challenge myself. Though I don't know if we want posters. Maybe we should do something. Yeah, maybe we should do something. That's probably a great idea, huh? Now I'm just talking nonsense. We could do these little cute fairy light things. I don't know what to do. Help me. You guys can't help me though, because you're watching this in the future. If you're even watching it. These are cute. I just don't really like how they kind of cut off, but I guess they're supposed to be like that, right? We can do those ones because they're a little bit darker. I don't know. Maybe we can do this thing. It's like some type of tapestry. This one's cute. Though I'd probably put it like more... I'd put it more like on that wall, though. We'll just put that there for now. We could put this in the brother's room. First of all, he's gonna... I'm thinking maybe we'll make him a little sporty guy. And now I'm kind of gonna style... I think they could be more outgoing, but maybe they're also a little more... I don't even know the word for it. So I guess you guys will just have to wait and see when I do their style. I like that. That looks cool. Okay, let's do that then. Okay, that's a lot better. Her room looks really fun. Now let's go ahead and do the brother's room. I feel like this is perfect. I don't know why. It's just really funny to me. Maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know why I like it so much. No, I'm so mean. Okay, let's see. What tabletop? What do you want? Maybe he just has this small tabletop thing going on over here. And maybe we'll give him a more normal alarm. We could probably put that above his bed. Let's go ahead and change the colors of this though. Maybe we'll do this more brownish one with the blue. I'm not really sure. We could put a mirror in his room too, right? His room's kind of small though. Maybe we'll put it right by his bed. Maybe he's more unorganized. Like maybe he just doesn't really care about what his room looks like or anything. Maybe he's like just never home, so his room's not, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I feel like maybe he doesn't care too much about his room. He's very sporty though. He's very crazy, kooky. Maybe he just lives with his sister. Yeah. He could be frat boy like, but maybe he's just doesn't want to live in a frat either. I feel like it'd be quite funny to have this little sign. No, let's not do that. I'm getting carried away. Is there anything sporty? Anyways, yeah, if I'm saying dumb stuff, just ignore me, because half the time I don't even know what I'm saying. I just talk. So I probably say a lot of really dumb stuff. Maybe we could get... It's not really like sporty though. I love these. These are always cool. Maybe he has these for fun. But we could do like the... Maybe it's like a movie poster that he has. Okay. I feel like he is not... Yeah, I feel like he'd be messy. That's the vision I'm getting. This the vision I get. Where are all the buildable dressers? Like, I actually don't know where they put them at. How would I know, bro? How would I know? These are bookshelves. Here's the dressers. They don't have the ones here that you can actually hang those on. Tupperware. Wait, there's a lot. This is kind of a good section to find stuff in. Maybe I'll do this backpack. Backpack in his room. Maybe he's in college. Are these all just gonna be books or what? Where are the closets that you can hang stuff in, ma'am? Madam Manuel? Where do you put those at? Okay, well, let's just go back to here then. I don't know. I know I said what I said, but maybe we'll still just do this plain one here. Maybe I'll do that black one with it. He has a very black, authenticated room. Okay, let's try to find some more postery things or picturey things. I guess we could find stuff that would like hang up on the wall too, though. Maybe some skateboards he would put in his room. They actually are pretty cool. I do like this one. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now we gotta figure out what else to put on his wall. He doesn't really have a lot of space for like other stuff. Just a bunch of wall space. Yeah, it could be like a prized possession, like somebody signed it for him. Which, speaking of that, maybe we should put the little basketball in here. Yeah, right there on his nightstand. That's perfect. Okay, I actually think that's a pretty good room. I feel like it's fairly like, we'll put this over here. We can do a darker one. And maybe he has a little bit of a messy room there. With stuff just shoved in his bed, coming out of his bed. He shoved everything under his bed. Perfect. Okay, I think that actually looks pretty good. And now if we do this upstairs part, maybe they have another one of these chairs up here because they're cheaper to get. And we should do these pots up here because they're a lot easier too. Maybe she just has a lot of plants up here that she takes care of in these pots. I think that looks cute. It's very simple, very basic. Okay, so now we're probably going to make the bathroom mostly the same upstairs, except for we'll probably put only a shower just because there's like no room. Maybe that bathroom can be like an open shower concept type thing. I don't know. What if we put a wall right here so it like blocks it off? That makes more sense. There we go. That does make a lot more sense. Okay. So now if we go back in the bathroom, we should probably get some TP for over here. That's perfect. And then we can get... This is going to be kind of a tight squeeze, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe we need to move the door over here. So if someone's showering and you walk in, you're going to see them. But there's a lock on the door. Just don't forget to lock it. Don't forget. Okay, I think that bathroom's good. I actually like it fairly simple. I like keeping my bathrooms fairly simple. I feel like even in real life, you know, don't do clutter and stuff. There's so much bacteria in your bathroom. Okay, we'll put those towels there, and then I think that looks pretty good. And now we can do this little hangout area here, which I think I'll put a desk for sure, because they at least need a computer that they share. Maybe they do this one right here. And they just have a basic computer that they can share, I think is good. With a nice basic chair. Keep everything fairly basic because then they can just share it. Maybe he left his water bottle out here or something. Maybe I will change this though to be... None of these woods would like match their floor. Maybe we'll do this lighter one. And we could do a very simple pencil thing over there. Maybe they have their bills right here too. Or some tip thing, I don't know. Also, maybe we could do, because he likes sports, I'm not really sure what she likes, but because he likes sports, maybe we could put a treadmill up here. Like they have a... Would they still be able to get up the stairs? What if I put it... No. I don't really know how you would be able to get that to fit in here. I think they would be able to go up the stairs, like, and go around it, actually. So it's like right by the desk right there, which is perfect. Makes perfect sense. And then I wonder if there's some sort of seating that we can get that's fairly small. Like that? No, that wouldn't fit right there. That would though. That's perfect. Okay. I don't know how well you'll be able to move around here, but I think it's looking good. It's very crammed up here. I like it. Okay. So I think I'm actually done with their part of the house on the inside and the front. And I think I want to do the back all together because maybe I gotta do... I guess I would probably do the backs the same for the most part. So like in the back they would share this whole... I feel like they can have like their own balconies, but then they share like this whole back part of the yard. So probably I will do that whole part like kind of more last. But we can do their front part for now. We could put the little hose right there. Maybe they can have different seating back here. But they can still have this cheaper seating. Maybe they have this dirty chair over here. And then we should put a barbecue back here. Because they like to barbecue. But they can have like this smaller barbecue. There we go. Maybe they can have a little trash can out here for their barbecue area. I feel like that's pretty good, right? Is there anything else that we would want out here? No, I think I'd actually call that good. So I think that we are done with the brother and sister house apartment. And I think it's looking pretty good, but I think we're going to leave that episode here. And then in the next episode, we will do one of the other houses. Which I noticed that this one is slightly bigger, so probably we'll make this one a family one. And then this one we can just decorate to be pretty bland for anybody who might want it. But yeah, I think we'll just leave this here for now. And we will do more in the next episode. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.